Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Cozy Creative Teacher. This is Heather W. And I wanted to walk you guys through a little bit. I'm just going to try to adjust some light here. I wanted to walk you guys through my project planner and how I'm setting it up for the month of February. So what I'm going to be using for the actual stickers for that project planner, there we go. Just wanted to give us some light a little bit. So what I wanted to do for the project planner was use Rongrong's Midnight's Aesthetic Premium Sticker Book. So I'll do a quick flip through here for you so you can actually see some of the beautiful kind of like just a cloudy kind of / galaxy style stickers that were in this collection. As you can see, there are many, lots of the large boxes are missing because I used it in a junk journal set. And I'm also going to be using the Kell of a Plan stickers, the Healthy Habits Trackers by Kell of a Plan. So you could see this is basically a sticker book of just different trackers for habit keeping, book reading, sleep tracker, step trackers. Here's some reading trackers. This is savings trackers. You can see kind of the money jar right here, which is pretty cute. Then you have, again, weekly trackers, monthly trackers. So specifically for my project planner, I use the the small little monthly boxes. So let me first walk you through a little bit of how my project planner is. So my project planner is a classic planner. It is a combination. It's more of a Franklin planner than anything. And this is a combination of the Kell of a Plan Goals and Plans Planner, as well as the Happy Planner. I'm gonna try to open that up for you, as well as the Happy Planner sticker book, as well as the Happy Planner. It was the custom planner that you could actually order. I ordered these in September, and it's the layout of the monthly dashboard layout. So the monthly layout is actually just kind of a monthly, almost like goals overview, along with just almost like tracking sheets, and that's about it. So I did not use the month of December, but I did do a monthly overview for the month of January here. And I just kind of filled it in with some generic ideas about how I felt like the month of December went. And then here's the January. So the January setup that I did. And now for January, this planner, I did not really decorate the top, as you can see. But I did kind of give myself a little like fun New Year's, style, just some fun New Year style stickers and colors. And then of course, here is the monthly dashboard layout for the month of January. As you can see, I was tracking 2 goals here. I'm gonna see if I can maybe let you guys see that in a better way. Let me just adjust this lens. Let's fix our lens so you can actually see it. There we go. Oh, how beautiful and clear that is. Let's see. There you go. Now you can see it, but we don't want it too high. There you go. Oh, thank you. A little bit better. There you go. Okay, so you can see I was tracking some postings for school community and scripting in my Planner Perfect Planner. So I was able to do both for a full 31 days. I did check off some specific systems that I was working on for the month of January. These are some overall or overarching monthly goals that I set up for myself here. Just some important things to remember. And of course, these are the trackers from the Kell of a Plan healthy habits tracker, and you can see I had a January tracker for school and for YouTube videos. I added one here for Facebook and Instagram, but it didn't work. And then my 3 top priorities for the month of December, and then just a little information on each one. And I did put a check mark on what I was able to accomplish, and then I put a dash over here, which was where the Dutch door is, because I did not get to practice or show a Dutch door. So the way I set up this project planner is, so let me go back a bit so you can actually see what my planning, kind of goal planning looks like. So in the Kell planner, the goals plans, they come with these pages. If I could find it. There we go. So they come with kind of your long-term goals. Here's a bucket list of things you want to do. I did not no more necessarily fill that out. This was another goals page that I decided to just kind of franken plan. This is a happy planner extension pack. Some quarter 1 goals from 2025. This is last year, guys. So you can see I have been kind of making use of this kind of project planner for over a year now. These are some business subscriptions and just breakdown of things that I'm working on or that I'm currently involved in. This is quarter 2, and of course quarter 2 was very sloppy from last quarter. I checked off what I finished and I left blank what I didn't. And here of course was quarter 4, and quarter 4 I just again used I franken planned it, and I just kind of used some sheet, like a sheet from Happy Planner. And I just kind of wrote down what I'm focusing on for quarter 4. This is the ideas for my summer vlog, which was 2025. And here's quarter 1, 2026. So I decided to make a little overview page for myself, for my Happy Planner, for this project planner. Just some ideas. Now, when someone sets up one of these pages, and or you do like vision boarding and things, vision boards, or mind mapping, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to do every single thing that's listed, but this is the idea. The idea is to map out some things that you feel like you want to accomplish, and then with the hopes that eventually things will pan out and that you'll be able to plan it and map it. So that's what I did. These are affiliates, and I am happy to say I decided to create an affiliates page so I can list all the different affiliates that I work with. By the way, these stickers are a combination of Live Love Posh and Kell Plan stickers. So, and the Live Love Posh ones are from the Winter Allure. So I do have an affiliate with Planner Perfect. And my link is 20%, and my link specifically is Cozy Creative. Same name as my channel. So if you are on the Planner Perfect website and you are looking at their gorgeous leathers and you're interested in purchasing and you'd like a discount, please use my code Cozy Creative for a 20% discount. Filming, I thought it would be nice to kind of give myself an idea of different filmings. I believe these are the dates that I published them, which is pretty cool. These are the dates, and these are just some notes or tasks that I attached to them. This was just for the month of January, and then of course there are more that I have to add for the month of January, but then I probably have to create one for February. So let me go ahead and keep going. This is a content dump, so I decided to create also some additional pages where I could just kind of brain dump a lot of my ideas so I don't lose them. And I think sometimes when we use like a spreadsheet or everything's in digital format, I feel like you don't physically see it all the time. So I feel like that's why I wanted to have create some specific pages for my my project planner so that I could kind of see those and be reminded of them more often. Now, the Kell Plan Goals collection actually came with specific goal planning sheets. And I want to show you that I actually have made very good use of these. So this was what I used last year. There were so many goal planning sheets in the collection that I didn't need them all. So now these are my actual current goals that I'm focusing on for the first 6 months, maybe 9, basically for this year. Okay, and actually this should be December 26th. So I have my expanding my online TPT store, build an email list to 500, and I think I have about like 300 people right now on my email list, which is pretty cool. I would love to grow my Instagram to 100 to 500 right now. That's the goal. I currently have 170 people on my Instagram. So if you'd love to help me reach my goal, I am the Cozy Creative Teacher on Instagram as well. So I would love if you could kind of hit a subscribe and, check out some of my videos. A lot of it is planner content, and there's also some fun reels that I like to create. And I think that's all I have right now for goals, for specific goals, right? Now, Kell Plan also came out with project planning sheets, which was pretty cool. Now, before those project planning sheets came out, I was actually creating my own overview sheets of like big projects that I want to work on with different main goals or milestones. And I have I wanted an online membership. And these are just some brain dumping ideas of what I thought I could include in that membership. Now, I do have one membership that I just don't know that it's working out as well, because I feel like not all like community sites are actually great for posting your content. And some of them are like literally bot sites, literally sites that there are thousands and thousands of like AI bots just trying to like snag your personal data. So I guess as I've explored different sites to host a community, that's what I found that. So what I think I'm switching my content to is Patreon, because I do know lots of creators on YouTube have a Patreon site, and it does seem like a site like Patreon is most likely like more safe than others. So that's what I have for that. And I had an ads workshop that I was working on, but it's something I'm not focusing on. And you can see I've started to check off a lot of things here, but this is the front page. So once Kell Plan created their project planning sheet or their project planner, I did not get to the website on time to purchase the entire project planner, which is, I heard it's like a really great product. And I will link, let me write this down. I will link the Kell Plan project planner and stickers. All right, I will go ahead and link the project planner in this description, because I just love the whole format and flow of the page. So here it is. We have the project planner. Started September 1st. I'm going to say December 30th, 2026, because originally because I purchased these project planning sheets in Q4, a lot of my sheets end at December 2025, but then I realized these were some big projects that I want to do. I can't do that in just under 3 months. So I'm changing the date, but you can see my first project planner is my YouTube channel, and I've been wanting to really grow and expand it. And I'm hoping that I can have a few more affiliates as my channel continues to grow. And I would love to have maybe, we'll see, how we can kind of grow my channel, but also get some additional affiliates and just connections with other planning companies. This one is my TPT product line. As you can see, I did go as far as to listing my milestones, and then of course listing the number of hours that I want to start to build on for my TPT store. Here's another project planner that actually is it's actually already created, is my resource bank for teachers, and I wanted to include 5 high value resources in a Google Drive folder or on a site. that, you know, if anyone just kind of comes on my website and wants to sign up for something free just to join my email list as a gift, I want to give you like a nice resource bank of different planners and worksheets and sample newsletters that you could use in the classroom. So that's actually created and that's already set up, thank goodness. And that you could see I actually created it by October 3rd, so that's done. My last one, Scaled Self Vision Lab, I actually did this whole program, which was great. And I think I don't have any other main projects, because you could see like my big things that I'm focusing on are YouTube. And of course, YouTube and TPT. That's what I feel like those are the big things that I'm focusing on for my goals. So here's January. And, you know, using some of the sheets that I have from the beginning and the goals and plans, I decided to add like the extension, this extension calendar pack from Happy Planner. And what I liked is that it gives you, first of all, usually if you purchase like a regular planner from Happy Planner, the calendars are usually part of the divider, but because I ordered the actual, you know, this was the customizable planner, and actually the monthly dashboards are single. They're by themselves, and they're two-sided, which is really pretty. And they're themed, so you could see December was very much festive and Christmassy. And then, of course, January is, you know, like, you know, little L. It looks like these are not elves, but I guess they are elves, and there's deers, and it's very cute. And it says, the best time for new beginnings is now. And that's kind of a theme that I feel like the next series of my videos is going to really talk about, which I'm very excited. So again, I filled out my January. Here's my January overview. And again, this is the monthly dashboard. It only comes in the customizable Happy Planner. And then it's basically helps you to set it up in the form of like a checklist, which I absolutely love. I think this is actually, it's not overwhelming. So, you know, for me to keep it, for anyone, if you have a project planner, there's tons out there, and I know lots of them, they have so many different components. What I love about this one is it's not overwhelming. So what I did was I have community to-dos, YouTube to-do list, Canva, because I had to organize some items in Canva, my monthly overall business, 7-day challenge, which I have a 7-day challenge that I will be working on. It's gonna be ready by March. I had an Advent challenge that I actually did in December, and then I'm actually gonna like update all of the videos and update all the worksheets for that as a 7-day reset challenge. And then Planner Perfect, and just again, this one here was just a general brain dumping sheet. And look at that, just with this alone as a project planner, it's, you know, I didn't feel overwhelmed or like pressed to like, oh my gosh, I have to set all these dates and deadlines. No, because I think sometimes when you are, like for me, I'm a small business person, and you know, I also have a full-time job. I'm working on this YouTube channel, and I don't want to be so, you know, it would be easy for me to get so overwhelmed, that I just feel like this type of layout is very convenient for me. It's very convenient. So I have not done this is of course the February currently. And I think I haven't used Happy Planner in such a long time that I'm not sure I don't remember exactly how the currentlies go, but you can see I did like some layouts for filming. And then there you go. So it's actually blank. And now here's February. So what I'm gonna be going over with you today is my February, my currently. So I'll be setting that up. And then of course, here's the February cover. It says Mon Amour, and this one's more like shiny, and this one's a little bit more it's not shiny, like this has like glow to it almost, and this one's very matte. And it says Mon Amour. And of course, it's a few little hearts, but also nice blues because we're still in the month of February. And then, of course, the monthly goals. I may use this just to list my 3 main goals for the month of February. And again, this is projects, so this is more like my business plans. And then, of course, my February calendar, which you could see what I actually did was I went ahead and already listed how I want to set things up on the calendar using post-it notes. And of course, this is the overview page. And then of course, I actually did go ahead and add some post-its. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, in the next part of the video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. All right, so full transparency, I actually, I stepped out, ran a few errands, and I am back at home. So I want to go ahead and do a little bit of one of two things today. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. This is my February currently, and I also want to pull out my monthly so I can kind of set that up. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. And I will try maybe to set up the monthly dashboard. My guess, it may take a little bit long, but I think that we can kind of maybe get these done today. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. By the way, this is the Wild and Beautiful cover from Happy Planner. So pretty much what I did, this is like, you know, a Franken planner. So my goal for this year is to use this Franken planner again, as a project planner / goal planner and a monthly setup. So again, I am using Rongrong's Midnight Aesthetics. This did come out quite a while ago. And also, actually, I have something fun to add in there. Some washi tapes that I got from, this is the washi tape from Archer and Olive, and I'm not sure if anyone caught it, but these, I feel like these very much are, you know, the style of the Midnight Aesthetic. And take what you will with that comment. But I do think that this is the exact color of Rongrong's Midnight Aesthetic. And I think that Midnight Aesthetics was basically, I feel like, one of the most prettiest. I feel like it was just such a dreamy, sticker book. And I think for me, I just feel like it really was just like, I don't know, you can do like really cool things with this planner kit. So I'm just looking to see what I could add, and I definitely want to add the layered boxes. And if you don't know Rongrong sticker books, her layered boxes, that is what I believe is the highlight of her planner, of her sticker books, is the layered boxes and the quality of sticker paper. And this is white. It did not go 100% like straight, but I'm not even stressing that right now. I'd like to add a few gems, so I'm going to go ahead, pick out a few pretty gems from here. Maybe add them here. Maybe add a gem right there as well. The butterfly. The butterfly, I feel like, is my personal mascot. I have always been drawn to like the whole concept of a butterfly and the metamorphosis that a butterfly goes through. Let's see. And here's another pretty butterfly. Actually, here's what I want to do. I would like to use the cloud. Let me see if I have a bigger. Okay, so let's go ahead. I want to put this cloud here, and the way this specific sticker paper was created, it's such good quality paper that you could actually like write on it, which is pretty cool. And I just want to, I'll go ahead and also add maybe a butterfly here. I think that would make it so pretty. And then I wonder, this is, I just want to check the, I'm going to use one of my, I think this would be pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and trace over the month of February with my, this is a calligraph pen. One of my goals this year is to learn how to do lettering. I would love to absolutely learn how to actually do really beautiful lettering. I think that would be so cool if I could do that. And I know, let me see, because I know one thing that is very common. Let me see, maybe I could actually I wanted to add like another type of washi. Let me add maybe one of the washis from the Midnight Aesthetics book. I think I could add, maybe I could layer like the lighter washi here. That would be nice. I think this would be pretty if I could add maybe a second layer. Maybe here. That would be so nice. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm gonna do this so that I can actually, you know, I want to use every piece because this was, you know, a lot of times when these beautiful creators, they do sticker books and especially things special like this, I'm pretty sure, you know, they're like, sometimes they run out and they don't restock. So I definitely want to like, you know, make use of it, but then save every piece that, you know, I don't want to like kind of throw away the excess. All right, I think I want to put something here, and I'm thinking maybe, I don't want to use this blue because this blue kind of was used for the, you know, the gem and also the boxes and the butterfly, but I think I'd like to use this one. And maybe this is pretty right here for me. There. It is a little crooked, but I'm not stressing that. I feel like I need something down here, so maybe I can kind of come with this and just like do a little nice washi for myself here. There we go. Beautiful. And there it is, guys. Here's my February 2026 currently page. I'm going to go ahead and take this sticker book. Thank you, Rongrong, for creating such a beautiful aesthetic sticker book. It features clouds, butterflies, jewels, and midnight skies, and I absolutely adore this one. Sometimes, I don't know if you're like me, but I don't always want to use the sticker books I buy because you know it's like a special edition sticker, and you know that like if you use it and you use it all, it might run out. So I'm gonna go into my January currently, and I'm gonna just go over my first 3 priorities, which was systems, workflow, installation. Number 2 was YouTube engine flow and increase, and 3 was community engagement and foundation. Now, for the month of February, I'm shifting my priorities just a little bit. However, systems, workflow, and installation is something I'm still working on, so I'm going to go ahead and add that here. Systems, workflow. Does anyone else have kids that just come and start chatting while you're recording? Because I feel like that happens to me, and maybe I'm the only one. Who knows? Workflow, and I say workflow installation because I'm really trying to like streamline routines, if that makes sense, if that kind of makes sense to anyone. So for example, I'm trying to really make sure that I have a very solid work routine, but in terms of system, how am I opening tabs? How am I grouping my tabs to make things more efficient? So that's kind of what I'm trying to do with my systems and workflow. Definitely YouTube is definitely one of the a bigger priority. I will say YouTube and Instagram. That's kind of big goals for February for me. So what I'm trying to do is that whenever I post a YouTube video, I'm also posting an Instagram post. I'm trying. Maybe I'll do like a quick reel, or I'll do something where I show a series of pictures or pages that are connected to that YouTube. I'm just learning how to like do that, and I know there's definitely some creators who are pros. But I'm just like, but for me, I'm just learning the system. So I feel like for me, this is a big growing opportunity to give it a shot, and to try different things. Um, and in terms of community engagement and foundation, I'm not going to be I am going to focus on community engagement, but I feel like I'm leaning more now towards Patreon. So I am going to focus with community engagement because those are definitely three big goals in terms of projects that I want to focus on. But when I'm thinking of engagement, I really feel like I'm looking at areas of inspired, and for the important part, what I'm looking at is inspired planning. That's kind of a big theme for me, inspired planning. See? So actually these stickers, you can actually write on them. Let me see if I can maybe bring it closer so you can see. You can actually write on these clouds for in Rongrong stickers. So inspired planning is a big focus for me. And another thing that I feel like for me is very important that I want to focus on is SOPs. That's something. So that SOP stand for Standard Operating Procedures. Standard operating procedures are basically your entire system. It's like how you open your email, the actual necessary steps you take to open your email, what apps are you using, how are you opening your apps, are you using your time efficiently, what type of work increments do you work at, what time of day do you feel like you have the most momentum to utilize, and things like that. So I feel like that's something that I'm focusing on for the month of February is my standard operating procedures, inspired planning. And I feel like the word focus for me, and I'm going to stick with it, is last year's theme for me was all about inspiration. And I felt like I was focusing on making sure that everything I do is connected to inspiring others. And I feel like I feel like I know what's also inspires others, including myself. And I feel like something that I haven't been doing enough of is things that are in alignment with my values. So I'm going to put the word alignment, and I'm going to put the word underneath values. Alignment, and I feel like values. So here's the thing, like, yes, I know it's important to have goals. I know that it's important that, like, if you have a dream, it doesn't just happen out of thin air. You have to work for it. However, sometimes, and I'm not saying all the time that this can happen, but I do believe that sometimes you might hear some crumbling. That's just me with a tissue. But I do believe that sometimes we kind of piggyback off of goals, or start leaning in a direction that doesn't align with our values and doesn't align with who we are as people, or who you are as a human being. So I feel like I've been drifting, and I want to like use the month of February to do that, to do a reset and a realignment with my values and my goals. So, and then over here, I'm gonna write, let's see. So here's some goals that I wrote for January. Was expanding my TPT, systems workflow, metrics. So I feel like I still want to explore that. So I want to expand. I want to get subscribers. I want to focus on having an admin day, which we all know that it's really important to have an admin day set aside just for all those things. You can't do an admin day every day. I want to have a rest day because February is the month of self-love and self-care, and I need a rest day just for that. And I want to also work on my flow, if that makes sense, my workflow. So I feel like here I'm going to put the word focus. I just got white gel pen, so I'm going to white out that word, take note. And then here in this box, I'm going to, let me see, I'm just thinking what could I include. Maybe I can include, I do want to write the word alignment here, because that's the word that I'm sticking to for this, the year of 2026. And I'm going to use this and put the numbers 2026 here. And then that's my focus word for the year, alignment. I'm not sure what I'm going to put here. Sometimes I wind up going back and finding things that inspire me. So, all right. So I'm going to pause here, and then I'm going to get ready to show you my monthly setup. All right. So now that we went ahead and finished our February currently page, now I want to use, again, Midnight Aesthetics for my February 2026 calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and use my calligraph pen, and it kind of has like a brush pen tip, and I'm just going to trace over the month. All right, and then I'm just going to go ahead and mark 2026. Okay, I know this is a longer video, but I just wanted to give it a shot and see how long it would take for me to kind of do a plan with me, but more decorating a little bit more extensively in my planner. I thought that would be something cool to see. So let me go ahead, and I always like to add some items in the dashboard, but I believe that I have a dashboard. Yes, I was thinking that I used all of them. But so let me go ahead and start off. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add the sidebar box here, but I do want to have like a little notes. So I guess I'm still sticking with the blue theme. So I'm going to go ahead and put a header here. There we go. I'm going to get my drink. Maybe I want to do like something fun here. So let's see. Let me look through. I'm new to circle style stickers. So let's see what else I could go ahead and add. I don't know, I'm thinking, oh, this is really pretty. But if that could be a box, that would be nice. Just like a bigger box, maybe with clouds on it. And these right here are a little too big for that. Let me see, do we have other things? This page is finished. Let me take that out of here. Okay. Trying to decide. Well, I have like my little icons and butterflies and whatnot here. So let me go ahead and pull some of the I even think these don't go so great. How about if I just add some butterflies? Okay, yeah, I think I want butterflies, and if there's anything out, like sticking out, I'll just go ahead and yeah, that's pretty. Okay, that's a good start. Let's see what else I can go ahead and you know what I was thinking? I was thinking of maybe doing like one of the cut pages here. Let me see, because there's also washi. Oh, I think I want this. Well, let me see. I also want to definitely include one of these washis, like one of these nice aesthetic washis, like maybe just even across the whole page, and I can cut it down the middle. I got a thick layered washi here. There we go. So Can you see that? Great. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. All right. And then of course, I'm not necessarily gonna, and now let me get the other washi for that side. All right, now we are getting somewhere with our calendar setup. Okay, let me go ahead and turn it this way so I can actually see it. Beautiful. Yay, I'm so excited. All right, so I have that, and they are they are like the two-tone colors, but here's what's pretty cool. This one matches with this butterfly, this one with this. So it goes together. Here's another I actually want clouds, so here's what I'm gonna do. I want to add maybe a cloud over here to write some items down, and then I'm gonna add this cloud over here. Oh, but this one's a little tricky. Hold on. There it is, because it's right at the edge, but it actually can maybe be right there. Just a little layer, something nice and different. And then here's a butterfly. I'm gonna add the butterfly right at the tip of that one. So now let's see what else we have in our midnight aesthetics. Maybe there you go. Well, these are other washis.
There was school person. No, I'm not answering her. Who? Hi, Doggy. Are you gonna answer them?
You know what I'm gonna do? Maybe I can spell a word out here. How about if I spelled like a word out here? What could a good word for this? Remember, these are my like business projects, so I want to focus like what I'm doing with this on my projects. So maybe I wonder if I can have, I'm not really into the gems part. I don't really know what to do with the gems, but I'm very much like the butterflies. I think the smaller gems would look pretty, so maybe I can use some of the smaller gems. Just like on different pages, maybe here, maybe a gem. Here is a big one, definitely on the 16th, because that is a day that I have off. So that is a day that I can actually maybe focus on some projects for work. The 20th, usually the weekend right before a new month is kind of like a big time for me, because that's when I'm working on like project planning and even like doing some additional videos like ahead of the month. So I feel like I want to note that. So you see this weekend will be a big one, the 21st and the 22nd. It's going to be a lot of like content and video planning videos for me to record and to get things ready for the following month. Maybe do some plan with me's. And now I think I figured it out. Now I know what I want to do with a few of these. So I can definitely use some of these headers with the clouds. Not so much these 2 weeks, but here's the thing. I have some unboxing videos that have to be recorded, so I'm going to list those over here. And maybe on Thursday. I've been trying to do Wednesday as like kind of a rest day. And I've also been trying to set up my Monday as an admin day. So Tuesday is, I think, a great time for me to get some recording done. And it's a little crooked. Let me fix it. I'm just going to put it in the middle. I don't think it's a big deal. There we go. Still crooked. All right, let's try. There we go. Are we straight? Yay, we are straight. Okay, good. So let me go ahead and get my pen out. I hope this is still fun. That is writing well. Perfect. So here, again, these are admin days, so they're not days that I actually do something, but the 24th, the 24th is an unboxing. And then again, the Thursday the 26th is an unboxing. Okay, here I'm actually want to use some of these fun washies here. I feel like I want to washi my planner up. I want like all the galaxy and the fun stuff here. Maybe here is nice. Okay, I think that's pretty. All right, do you like washi tape? Do you like using washi tape? I have never. I have so much washi tape in my stash. I have never used washi. But this is like my first time that I'm going all in, guys. And I don't know. I think I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying it. I'm realizing that you can like, washi is a very versatile like piece of stationery. You can kind of mix it and match it with stickers. You can mix and match designs kind of, but if they like blend together well. Yeah, and they come in the form of sticker. They come in the form of tape. Some of washis are like, you know, they're those peelable ones. So I think it's pretty cool that you can actually mix and match different elements and it'll make the spreads look different. So let's see. So even though this Friday the 13th, I keep doing crooked. No. This is Rongrong stickers, and Rongrong stickers are very, very easy to peel up. You can actually, you can actually peel up the stickers very easily in Rongrong stickers. Some companies, their stickers just kind of rip the page, but it's not the case. So on the 13th, this is my Valentine spread. And I kind of want to make sure that's posted before the 14th or on the 14th. I was not going to do a Valentine's theme. I was just kind of going to keep my spreads more along the line of like, you know, the color of pink. But I don't know. I got into the spirit of like self-love and self-care, and I'm really enjoying my time. So these are unboxing videos. I unboxed Planner Perfect, Cocoa Daisy, and Amy Plans Things. So let me write that down here. And I'm going to just type this as to do. I'm going to put Planner Perfect. Cocoa Daisy. And of course, Amy Plans Things. And I have a new product that I am going to unbox. I'm going to unbox the subscription kit from Rongrong. The Rongrong subscription kit. Sub kit. I did not get the January kit. I got the February self-love kit. So I'm so happy about that. I'm actually very happy that I was able to get at least one of the kits. So when I do the Valentine's Day spread, it is also going to be with the self-love kit, which is exciting. Let me see. Anything? I think I'm going to use the circle because I feel like I want to use the circle as like little reminders. And I'm going to put it right here. And my reminders for the month are definitely going to be Insta postings and Facebook postings. Because what I'm trying to do is like take some cool creative pictures of my spreads and also even of like different projects that I'm working on that are creative. And what I want to do with that is I want to actually post them on Instagram and create some nice, fun, decorative reels and just do different things like that. So here's what I'm going to go ahead and do as well. I'm going to look at my January planner, which is here, just to make sure that I listed all of the things that I'm supposed to list for my February monthly. All right, so I know that Saturday is, they are Plan With Me's. Always. My Saturdays are Plan With Me videos. And specifically, they are my goal setting. So I'm going to list that as well. Now, the one thing that I'm trying to decide is if should I just kind of get or make my own like tab box stickers like this for all of my plans, and maybe color code my plan with me stickers. Editing, yeah, I'm just not sure how I want to exactly do those things. Monday is an admin day, but it's also an editing day, just so you know. So I feel like this, you know, February is a short month, but what I'm also gonna do, I'm just gonna also pull up my little, I actually also carry with me a Sterling inked B6 common planner. It is basically my brain dumping planner for all of my YouTube and my creative content and videos. So you could see what I do is that like it's so small that it just basically fits in the side of my purse. I create like the monthly page, and then, you know, some of them are listing ideas, some of them are editing ideas, some of them are aesthetic ideas. So as the month progresses, that's how I use these. That's how I use this. And I'm just going to pull this up because I did have some ideas for specific videos, and maybe I want to list them over here. I wanted to do a 25 of 25 page, so I'm going to put that here. I wanted to do kind of in my bullet journal of, you know, just a fun 25 of 25 page. That was one idea that I think I would like to do this month. I want to do an Amazon unboxing. I want to do, let's see. I think that's it. Oh, and then I wanted to do my Patreon intro video. I feel like Patreon is such I feel like it's such a cool like thing to use, the Patreon, you know, the website itself. I just feel like you could do so many cool things. So here's my February. Here's my February currently. I'm going to go ahead and put that here. Here's my February calendar page. Now, most likely it will get filled in a bit more. I just don't know with what. I'm going to put that here, and I'm going to turn it around. Now I'm going to go ahead into my dashboard, and I think just for time being, right now we are at 15 minutes of this specific recording. And I'm going to go ahead and do a few washies, but I want to do like this kind of sunset style washi, and I'm just going to start laying out the washi here. Okay, how do I do this? This is different. This washi is definitely a different texture than the skinny one. But it rips the same, so that's good. That's the definite thing. I would say if you are a person who likes washi tape, I will admit that Archer and Olive, their washi is hands down, I think it's one of the best washis I've ever used. Just the texture of it, the way it rips, it's just really cool. It's not thin. Some washis are, I don't think this matches. Some washis are really like thin and skinny, and I don't know, it kind of just doesn't work well. So I am going to pull out my habit trackers, my healthy habits tracker stickers from Kell Plan. I'm going to link this in the box if it's still on the website. I'm not sure. They may be having a little sale coming up because this is, you know, we're in February, we're in the month of love, and also, you know, I think we have President's Day this weekend. So February, I am tracking my videos. Now that says February. So I'm going to be tracking and putting a box on anytime I'm uploading a new video to YouTube. I think that's going to be very helpful for me. Let's see if I have another trackers in that size. I know I was using multiple trackers, but I think it was the smaller ones. Let's see. I have that one, which I don't want. Again, sometimes I feel like those little extra things that I'm using, excuse me, like those extra type of stickers that I need that, you know, I know you can make them on your own in Canva, and I feel like I'm getting to the point where I may just need to create my own, sometimes smaller, the habit tracker ones, or something that's like, you know, for Instagram tracking, those kind of things. So here, and then another one, this is camera. I don't know if that's, maybe I could use this. Oh, how about if I use this? How about if I use this phone one from my Instagram? That might be nice. I could just track the pictures that I, you know, every time I post to Instagram, just put an X. And here's a cool thing. If my goal is to post at least 3 posts or reels a day to Instagram about my, you know, my content and the projects I'm working on. And, you know, just kind of post different things. But if I do 1, I know I did the minimum. And the maximum for me is 3. The goal, the goal is always 1 a day. But of course I want to post more. But this one's definitely for YouTube videos. Because I'm trying to do where like I post on a daily basis, not like 2 or 3 a day, but I want to post like 1 video. I mean, I feel like sometimes it's easier for me to post multiple times a week. And I spread it out, so that's good. Let me go ahead, let me go ahead and go to my January calendar. See what I had for my dashboard, so I could see what I was posting, and then maybe make myself easier. So it was YouTube, it was Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon. So I'm gonna do the small tracker here from my Patreon, and let me explain why. And I'm gonna put it in the middle. It kind of overlaps, but I'll just put some fun little deco around it. So for Patreon, what I want to do is, I have a Patreon calendar. I created my own calendar for Patreon so that I could kind of post things like, you know, like throughout the week. I could kind of, just to create some consistency, you know, just for how I'm posting, so I can get used to that routine. For me, it's all about like, if I can build the routine, the habit of doing something more, at least 21 days, it usually sticks. So let's see. So my monthly goals, and for the monthly goals for my boxes, I want to use this because this kind of matches nice. So I'm just going to create my boxes here. So in terms of my projects for planning, here's what I'm really focused on for this month, is definitely at least 3 YouTube videos a week. I'm trying. That's a goal. I mean, I would say it's a stretch goal. Videos posted. Okay. Remember, this is for my project planner. This isn't like my personal goals planner. That's very different. So a lot of what you see here is going to be dedicated to that. Maybe another goal I'm focusing on is my community posting, and I want to like focus on community posting on Insta, Patreon, and of course Facebook. Those are like the 3 right now that I am posting images and different content on. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger for you to kind of see. Beautiful. And then something else that I'm working on. I'm going to put creative journaling here. I decided to kind of start a new style of journaling for myself. It's called like creative journaling / therapy journaling. And I've basically just found an old undated planner. And basically I've just been able to start using it, and I feel like it's very therapeutic. So I want to maybe post some example of spreads for you. So now check it off. Now for this is always for me going to go, especially with projects, is going to be about my systems. So let me talk about that with systems, okay? In terms of systems, I'm going to be looking at my Q1 goals because today's February. That means I have about 2 months left with my quarter 1 goals, and I feel like they do need they do need to be revised, they do need to be updated. I feel like I just over plan for quarter 1, and I just feel like I pretty much overwhelmed myself, so I have to really take a step back and reevaluate what I've done there. Let's see. I have to look at an SLO slash SCP setup. That's something that I'm going to be kind of wrapping up throughout the entire month of February. It is due. It is kind of like a project training that I'm working on, and I want to complete the training by the end of February. That's like the system I have to finalize. Let's see. Another thing that I'm working on is, in terms of system, my YouTube editing. I'd like to really refine that a bit more. I just want to get better at editing and having a really solid system for editing my YouTube videos. And I feel like maybe like creating a good system and flow, so that, you know, once I record, it doesn't take me so long to edit. If I do edit, and then, you know, doing the thumbnail and then uploading and, you know, doing the descriptions and the tags, and I just feel like I'm working on that. In the same way, I'm also working on my Instagram posting. And I feel like that's kind of a system in itself as well, because I just figured out how to use Canva and link a lot of the stuff that I like, maybe little videos and posts that I'm creating in Canva, and I found out how to link them directly into Instagram, and it worked beautifully today. I want to keep that going. All right. Let's see. I feel like that's a lot, because especially once I look at my quarter 1 business goals, I'm going to have to, lots of stuff has to be refined. But I do want to work especially on my Patreon community system. Or really, like, you know, really refine my Patreon community and Patreon community, and see what, just maybe make some improvements. Think about how I want to break that down. Think about the type of posting that I want to do in that community as well. Now, my January habit tracker is scripting in my Planner Perfect. That's a big thing. That's very important to me to get done every day. Also, I want to do my daily checklist planning. And it's in my A5 folio, the daily checklist. I've done a video of that already. That, you know, if you want to look at how I'm planning, how I'm setting up, and also using my daily checklist planner in my A5 folio, it is in my posted in my YouTube channel. You can go ahead and check it out. And then also something else, another thing that I'm going to be focusing on with my systems. Sometimes I don't have so many things that I'm going to be like, you know, tracking. Let me look back at my calendar really quick to make sure I'm not overdoing it. How about I also think about something else that I want to track is Instagram. Maybe Instagram post. All right. I feel like these are 3 doable and manageable habits to track for the month of February. I feel like I have this. I feel like I got this. I feel like I'm definitely going to be taking this to the bank. Note to self, I'm not going to fill out. I don't really have any specific notes at the moment, but I do want to list my top priorities, and I had them. My last month's priorities had to do with a little bit of creative journaling and systems building, and also scheduling my long form YouTube content. So that is actually something I'm going to continue as a top priority for the month, because I feel like it is something that I'm working towards. So my long form YouTube content And that the long form YouTube content is basically me brainstorming topics, working on scripts, scenery, and then record and edit and upload. But these are the long form content though is a little intimidating for me because it's me talking on the camera, and you've probably seen me talking on the camera a few times if you follow my channel. And if you follow my channel, thank you so much. But those are the most that I'm intimidated to do. So that is a stretch goal. That's another stretch goal. I'm gonna put over here creative journaling. Originally it was Dutch store, but I feel like if I just put creative journaling / planning, I feel like it's not gonna restrict me just to do Dutch store journaling, which I cannot do for the life of me. But creative journaling, I have a new Happy Planner creative journal that I'm gonna be showcasing on this channel. So excited about that. But I also still want to do my bullet journal. And I still want to do my Dutch store journal. So hopefully, my goal is at least to do two of the three types of journals that I have posted for planning. All right, and it also really gives you that opportunity to kind of think about how you are going to I feel like it's just not restrictive, right? I feel like it gives me a broad enough avenue to just look at the ideas of what I want to accomplish in those goals. And I don't feel like, oh no, like if I didn't check off one of these items or I didn't fill out the trackers completely, oh no, I don't feel bad about myself. I feel like this is like a nice flexible layout. Now, in terms of systems building, I'm going to review my Q1 goals. I have to review my Q1 goals because I just think I overshot. And I overwhelmed myself, and lots of the stuff that I have there is either not happening or I should have never picked those goals in the first place, and I really need to kind of take a step back and think about what my direction for planning is or should be. Now I am going to go ahead, systems building, Q1 goals, and I want to edit and revise. And I feel like that is it, guys. So let me go ahead and pull up the sheets that I'm going to go ahead and insert in my project planner for the month of February. I'm so happy that I was able to actually get this done. Setting these up is a project in itself, I just want to say. So I'm going to go ahead and put my February currently over here under the January planner set. I have my little dashboard here. This is my Monomorph February. And these are the setups that I did. Let me just pull that. All right. Let me go ahead and show you how everything looks, how beautiful this planner is, how beautiful this February page came out. And then also my layout. And actually, let me see. I feel like there's not even a place for me to add additional washi. I didn't really want to do that, but here, if there is something that I'm going to add, I feel like there's something else that I should, and I'm going to use this marker, and I'm just going to mark my pages here. There you go. Sometimes I feel like if there's something else that has to be added to a page, right? I don't know why, but it's easier for me to do it this way. It doesn't always have to be a sticker. And it doesn't always have to be washi. It can actually be just something cute like this, like some notes. And I feel like that kind of adds to the page as well. So let me go ahead and open it for you here. Guys, thank you so much for hanging with me in this video, in this my project planner dashboard setup. I will go ahead and link the Happy Planner link in the description box below, so you can see how you can kind of create your own customizable planner. And of course, the Kell Plan Go sheets and the project planning sheets that helped me to map all of this wonderful, wonderful ideas out. And thank you so much for hanging with me today. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, guys. Bye.